Good evening, cricket fans, and welcome to match number 26 of the Emirates D20 2025. It is going to be Fujairah taking on Ajman. The equation is very simple for Ajman. If they win tonight, they move to 10 points and secure a berth in the D20 semi-finals. Fujairah are out of contention, but they would clearly like to put on a good show. Rizwan Rahman in position for the all-important coin fill.
Well, toss time as we gear up for an interesting contest. Team Fujairah up against Team Ajman. It will be a fresh face. Karan leading Team Fujairah and Adnan will be leading Team Ajman. And to oversee the match proceedings, it will be your honourable match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Karan, you've got the coin. Give it a flip, please. Tails is the call. Tail it is. Adnan, you won the toss. What have you decided and why?
We look to ball first, because we've been chasing very well and the dew sets in second innings, so that's why.
Tell us about the sensational duo, the opening pair, talking about Shahrukh Amin and Junaid Shamsu contributing, but unstunned and taking that lead role.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is what we focus on. Every batsman, whoever is in the team, make sure to contribute however way you can. Even if you can get an impact in somehow in the game, that will make a difference for our team, and that's what each of our players play with.
Especially on a turning wicket like this, Muzammil Qasim will be very handy and has been quite contributing really well for your team.
Yeah, he's very good with the new ball actually. On these wickets as well, it will helpful, and he'll start again. We'll see Owais and Muzik start from the first 2 overs.
Team news?
The same team as last time.
Give us a good game.
Thank you, sir.
Karan, batting first, happy with that?
Not really. We also wanted to bowl first after winning the toss, but it's fine. We'll try to set a good target in. Of course, we've seen till now all the games, most of the times the 4th innings has played better for batting, but we have to deal with what we've gone.
Well, it's been a tough tournament for you guys so far, but tell us about the learnings that you've learned from this tournament.
Yeah, of course, a lot to learn because we've played a lot of tournaments up and down, and of course we haven't gone this experience to this extent. We've obviously played a lot of age group cricket. Coming into a D20 side is fresh for all of us because we haven't played against a lot of experience as a team together. So that's very good learnings for us as well.
Last question, tell us about Naseem Khan. He's been phenomenal.
Yeah, he's been bowling really well, honestly. Like the heart he's been showing on the field, and bowling to batsmen, the opening batsmen have absolutely lovely, and the coaches love him, the players love him. Yeah, looking forward to more from his end.
And good luck, give us a good game, Karan.
Thank you.
The news from the sidelines, Ajman has won the toss and they've opted to bowl.
So there you have it. Ajman have won the toss and elected to bowl first. Let's quickly take a look at the sides. We have Yayin, Zainullah, Udish Suri, Ayan Misbah, Rayan Khan, Naseem Khan, Maruf Merchant, Karan Dhiman, Saleh Amin, Yuk Sharma and Ali Asghar Shams. So a very youthful looking Fujairah side as per usual. And for Ajman, we have Adnan Mulk. Shahrukh Amin is back in the side. Ansh Tandon, Faizur, Lovepreet Singh, Bazil Asim, Rahil Ali, Isam Matiur Rab, Muzammil Qasim Khan, Zuhair Iqbal, and the left arm seamer Owais Ahmed. So there is no Junaid Shamsu this evening, unfortunately, for Ajman. So all in readiness. Yayin, Kiran Rai, and Zainullah, as per usual. The opening combo for Fujairah. Owais Ahmed, the left arm seamer, taking the new ball with the slip in place. First ball. Nicely played, just leaning on that front foot. And an elegant clip. And it's gone all the way. Rahil Ali, usually a very safe fielder, but just couldn't get around. And that's a very confident start for Fujairah. Yayin in particular has really impressed in this tournament. Couple of half centuries to his name. And that will be a real confidence booster. Certainly is a sweet timer of the ball. Doesn't need to overhit it to find the fence. And immediately a course correction of that field placement. Slip has immediately come out to boost that mid-wicket region. That's a lovely off drive. So certainly timing the ball nicely. Will be interesting to see the behavior of the wicket. We saw in the earlier game it was still turning square. Dubai pulling off a miraculous run chase to lock in their spot for the semi-finals. The final tussle is between Ajman and Abu Dhabi. If Ajman win tonight, they move to 10, and that will be game over for Abu Dhabi. They will be knocked out. Lovely shot once again. Slightly over pitching is Awais Ahmed in search for that swing, but it's just coming onto the blade very nicely. Confident, punchy drives, but not finding the gap. So if Fujairah cause an upset this evening, that will give hope to Abu Dhabi. Other than that, it will be curtain call for the capital side. Nipping in, caught him by surprise on that occasion. Just about kept it out. And that is the length. Will be interesting to see how many spin options Ajman have. Of course, Muzammil Qasim Khan, Isam Matiur Rab are the frontline spin tweakers. Ansh Tandon on occasion can bowl some useful leg break. Raheel Ali, I believe, as well can bowl some off spin. Running with the short, quick single. An excellent running between the wickets. That's what you expect from young legs at the crease. Very comfortably done. Technically sound, good athlete. Has been struggling with a bit of a shoulder niggle, but that hasn't affected Yayin's batting. But a tidy over so far from Awais Ahmed. Just reducing his length, seeing that there's no real swing on offer. For Zainullah, they have a deep square leg in position and a deep point, so trying to protect the square boundaries. Third and fine leg in the circle. Good looking push and immediately off the mark. Steady start for both teams. 6 for no loss. Muzammil Qasim Khan, the wrist spinning off break bowler, coming in from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end, so the bigger onside boundary. Mudassir Ali alongside me in the com box. What a match we just witnessed.
Back-to-back close games. Yesterday it was a full packed drama and action, and it continues on day 13 as well. And now all eyes on Ajman versus Fujairah. Fujairah not in contention for that place in the semi-final, but for sure Ajman, they don't have the service of Junaid Shamshu, but they have the services of Ansh Tandon.
Oh, straight to the mid-wicket. Should not have been a single there. But Zainullah looking to be busy at the crease. Yeah, it's a simple equation, simple scenario for Ajman. Win and you're in. That will officially eliminate Abu Dhabi from the D10 semi-finals, which is a big story in itself. Such a big side, but it's ultimately, they just couldn't play together as a unit. They relied too heavily on individual performances, and over the duration of the 13 days, I think when they look back, they'll say we didn't play good cricket.
And also, that loss earlier against Dubai will definitely dent their hopes, and we would love to see best 4 teams making it to the semi-final who dominated throughout this tournament. Sharjah, they are sitting pretty well at the top of the table, followed by Blues, and Dubai, it was a much needed win. Miraculous escape On the back foot, the young lad, Yayan Roy, goes big towards that leg side. Maximum.
Well, that is a brilliant shot. Was a half tracker. Leapt onto the back foot and way back over mid wicket. That is a clean blow. His six hitting has really impressed in this D20 coming of age tournament for Yayan Kiran Rai.
Beautifully managed. At this age, showing maturity, which is rare sight with these boys, but a maximum, then followed by a single.
He is technically very compact. Hossainullah, that was not a good shot with the ball turning away. Jammed onto the boot. In the end, they've taken 8 off the over. 14 for no loss. So Wes, first over was a tidy one. Once again, there's no real swing on offer for him to work with. So it's back to line and length. Oh, bit of awkward bounce. Hitting him underneath the armpit. Good bowling.
An extra bounce. A very watchful Yayan. Making sure there's one. Slightly, there are visible cracks opening up throughout the last couple of days. We have seen the spinners dominating, but to see the batters coming as a champion against those spinners. Yayan goes big, Yayan goes towards the leg side, fielder settles and he makes no mistake. It's a young Rahil, a deep square leg. Always Shah, he strikes. A young lad not able to clear that shorter boundary. Got that elevation but not the distance. Another back of lane delivery. Not afraid to come into Yayan is always. And he strikes in his first over. A young lad departs. A rising star here in UAE, just 16 years old, Ayan Misbah. He arrives at the crease of the fall of Yayan. Plenty of youngsters for Fujairah this season. On the back foot with that single, he is off the mark. Technically very sound. The temperament and class when we talk about Ayan Khan's batting. But he did not came to the party in this tournament. Tonight, can he get runs for his side?
Yeah, he started off the tournament really well with the well-made 40 against Sharjah. Since then, he's just been in and out of the side and didn't quite live up to our high expectations. But tonight he certainly has an opportunity to impress. UAE under 16 graduating on to under 8, under 19. And let's see what's in his future. Oh, outside edge. I do remember earlier in the tournament, Zainullah got clean bowled by Owais Ahmed. So he's just a bit tentative against him.
Switching the teams, he was a part of Dubai a couple of seasons ago, Zainullah, but now with Fujairah, full of youngsters. Navid, the head coach, backing these young boys.
Trying to cut the swing. He doesn't like that fuller length from that left arm seam angle. Like you mentioned, a season or so ago, I do remember it was the D10 where he really impressed us all with his quick batting. In fact, it was maybe 6-7 months ago right here at Sharjah.
Yes, got plenty of runs, got in fact 1 or 2 50s to his name in the shorter format, in D10 format of ECB series. And for the one final time in this over, runs away. Very watchful, not at all trying to go big. As of now, 3 done, 15 for the loss of 1. MQ getting ready to bowl his second, gone for 8 in his first, 15 on board. Misbah on strike, forcing Misbah on the back foot. Got 2 or 3 hundreds in that ACC under 16 tournament. He was the player of the tournament, Ayan Misbah, known for playing those beautiful cover drives, as well as not afraid to go down on one knee, and very strong toward the leg side as well. Ayan Misbah, just short of runs in this edition of D20. Sharp turn, googly, wide by Sunij. Cut nicely. A chase by Rahil. Look at that sprint from the young boy. Slide. Just couple of runs. An all-important tournament. We always talk about the youngsters, the likes of Ayan Misbah, also Ansh Tandon, Aryan Lakra, trying to make a comeback. What about Ramesh Shahzad? What a brilliant knock we have witnessed.
Oh, he was unbelievable. What a brilliant run chase. Well calculated. Especially the way he took on Siam and Raja Akifullah in the slog overs. It was not slogging. It was proper cricketing shots. Better delivery, better lines from Muzammil on that occasion. And this is a good test for this young Fujairah batting lineup. You don't face a bowler of his kind very often.
One more time towards that offside. Not able to find the gap. So tight over, just 3 runs, 4 done, 18 for 1.
Zuhair Iqbal coming into the attack. Tidy 2-over spell from Owais Ahmed. So it's going to be spin from one end, seam from the other. I think that's a good balance. Muzammil is bowling good areas. Zuhair can swing the ball at a good pace. Zainullah will enjoy that. Oh, in the air and just in front of the short extra cover. That unpredictable bounce on this wicket once more.
Luckily, still he made it to the playing 11. Went for 28 runs in his first spell last night. Zohair Iqbal, captain, backing this fast bowler. The backward point and deep square leg, two fielders outside 30-yard circle. Taking his own time is Zainullah Rahmani.
Toe end of the bat, but it will clear the offside ring. Long chase for the deep cover. I just feel he's looking to be a bit over aggressive. Just needs to calm himself, look to time the ball rather than look for the big shots.
Two match winners missing for Ajman in this game, the likes of Junaid Shamshu and Ankur Sangwan. So now a lot depends on Muzammil Qasim. Ansh Tandon, he can roll his arm, bowl a couple of leg break overs, as well as Isam Mathew Rub.
Yeah, he's provided so many quick starts for Ajman. Junaid Shamsu. Outside edge, flashed. Once again, not a convincing shot. Zohair, I just feel he's trying to bowl a bit too quick here rather than stick to a line and length.
And also, I'm not able to find Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. He's standing behind the stumps because they don't have the services. Fujairah got injured last night.
Yeah, took a nasty fall on his right shoulder. So Lavi, I've actually never seen him as wicketkeeper, but I guess he does do it occasionally. So good for him. Proper team man. And he's had a blinder of a tournament as well. Batted beautifully alongside Ansh Tandon. Oh, what a delivery. Just shaping away late. The perfect outswinger.
Looking to play his favourite cover drive. But that late movement invited him to go for the drive. Lucky escape. No bat involved. Focus and determination in the eyes of Zohair Iqbal tonight. They need to make sure not to give away too many runs because they don't have Yahya and Junaid Shamshu in today's lineup.
Yeah, he's a very fine bowler when he gets it right. Genuine wicket taker. Trying to pull off the front foot. Didn't make a great sound off the blade. But it will find a pocket of space towards that mid-wicket region. They're looking to be positive, but they'll realize soon, Fujairah, that it's not an easy wicket to bat on at all.
And there is also an advantage at this age. These boys, they don't think a lot about whether the wicket is turning or it's a batting paradise. All they want to do is enjoy, come out and express themselves. That is what these two are doing.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss sometimes. You have that clear approach, clear mindset. No single on offer. Cover point was close in. Tidy over from Zohair. Only 5 off it. 23 for 1. Muzammil into his third over. Oh, Zainullah just did not reach him at all. Was looking for that expansive pull shot. But he'll realize soon this wicket is not easy to play those horizontal bat shots. A miscue in the air and just ballooning over mid-off. And in fact, it's gone all the way. The shorter boundary.
Not a proper connection, but he will get those 4 runs. Tall left hand batter. Look at that reach, leaning on the front foot and goes after Muzammil Qasim. A wrong one, well read by the batter.
Yeah, he's just skin and bones, but just timed the ball well. Natural talent. And that's better. Excellent delivery. Coming around the wicket and with his wrist spin turning the ball away from the left-hander. Is truly a very unique case, Muzammil Qasim. And this is going to be a catch. Ansh Tandon settling. And that is easy as you like. Very, very poor shot from Zainullah. Disappointing.
Like the field setup, no one patrolling the boundary towards that leg side, it's a shorter boundary, and he invited him to go big. A poor shot selection, not reaching and not playing up to the merit, and Ansh Tandon makes no mistake. So wicket number 2 goes down, both the openers back in the hut, 27 on board.
So Rayan Khan, elegant, tall left-hander, coming in at 4. Usually has had that lower middle order role, 5-6. Let's see if he can get going tonight. He's been impressive in this tournament with some of his 6 hitting. But it's a difficult pitch. Oh, googly. Some new tricks from Muzammil Qasim Khan.
Straight away off the mark, but very impressive tonight, Muzammil. Keeping the batters on the back foot, not knowing what is coming at them.
Sharply turning in, but just straying down leg. Fantastic over. In fact, it's a very good spell from Muzammil. End of the power play, 28 for 2. Taking a look at the power play highlights, Yai and Kiran Rai was looking good. Some lusty blows, but just one shot too many, and a good catch taken at long leg, right on the edge of the fence. Zainullah, a boundary, and then poor shot selection, trying to heave towards the onside against the spin, and a simple catch taken. So 2 wickets lost by the young Fujairah side in the power play. Ayan Misbah and Rayan now looking to stitch together a partnership. Zuhair Iqbal, he'll be encouraged after that very good first over. Nicely eased through the covers. These left-handers, they always look special.
And sometimes I feel it's too early for these boys. Just asking a lot from them. It's a premier tournament and they're just 16, 17 years old. We need to give some time for them to adapt to the conditions, as well as I think it's better for them to play few academic tournaments and under 16, under 17 before they come and perform at this platform.
Yeah, I don't mind them being in the teams, but don't create an entire team of under 16, under 19 boys. That's puts a lot of pressure. It's difficult against these experienced veterans. So that is the only tweak I would make. Of course, we already have that rule in the D series. You must have 2 under 21 lads in every playing 11. So I think if you can just spread them around the 6-7 teams, that's a better idea.
Plenty of under 20. Under 23 is missing in their side, I believe. They have 17, 18 and 20 years kids playing for Fujairah, but it's a learning stage, and that is a major reason they're at bottom of the table.
What a lovely drive. Burst through the hands of the extra cover. Technically very solid. And he has above average power as well for a young lad, Ayan Misbah.
Backed and encouraged by his mother, Ayan Misbah, who has been a biggest motivator for Ayan Misbah, where his father, who works for an IT company, he's very strict when it comes to the studies.
Well, but the good thing is they're always present in the stands whenever he's playing. So you always have that backing from mom and dad. Outside edge and just past the short third. I thought there was a half chance on that one.
For Rayan Khan, the biggest motivator is his father, the legend Khurram Khan. A lucky escape, flying past short third, no chance for Mulk, and 4 runs for Rayan.
Yeah, that was streaky. Wants to play with a lot more control. We are outside the power play now, so you can afford to just build up your innings. It's not the kind of pitch where you'll get 160, 170, 180. 140 is a winning score. Even 137 was almost a winning score for Abu Dhabi earlier this evening. Much better, much more in control. The call is for 2, and that is excellent running. Slightly casual fielding from Ajman.
And that to the point fielder was so close. Not a chance to stop that, as if he was standing at covers. You need to know where exactly you need to position yourself, especially gully point where the ball comes quickly.
I just found that pocket of space between the deep third and point. So they've got 10 runs in the over. Both of them would like to spend some time in the middle. A beautiful delivery, just nipping away. 7 overs gone, 38 for 2. So Muzammil Qasim to bowl out. Rizwanur Rahman alongside me in the comm box. Good evening.
Good evening, Ahmed Khwaja. Well, those 7 overs went away in a flash. I just took a break a little while ago, and thanks to Muzammil Qasim, he's been spectacular, gone through his overs quickly. And look at that turn. And Team Fujairah losing their openers, a lot of responsibility on these 2 youngsters.
Yeah, the over rate has been good. Consistent spin from one end. Not too many extras, thankfully.
Do you get some reward if you finish it off early?
Maybe a pat on the back from our match referee, who will appreciate you sticking to the deadlines. Yeah, there should be a reward. Actually, you make a good point. You certainly get penalized, so why don't you get rewarded? They can argue that. Maybe some extra time for the next match. You can bank it as a credit. Nicely played. Reading the spin and then playing your shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not, Ahmed? I agree with you. And talking about the previous encounter, very close, 15 required, and what a knock it was from Ramesh Shehzad. But I think they missed the trick. I still feel you should back your youngster Jeet Bhatia, who was phenomenal when Rohan was not in the game. Ali Abed did give him that opportunity, but since he's relatively new, maybe he didn't want to expose him.
Yeah, Raja Akifullah, 3 overs done for 37. You could have given one of those to Jeet Bhatia. But I can understand in the slog overs, young leg spinner, if he drops it short, he'll be pulled. Very nicely played. He is bowling that straighter one, or what would be an off-spin delivery or a leg break for a normal wrist spinner into the left-hander in this match.
And I think they fancy going at this rate. We've seen the batters of Fujairah, especially coming from academies and playing that age level cricket. They can still stick around, go around with the same run rate for the next at least 8 overs, and then they can look to score big from there on.
Yeah, to ask them to play run a ball should not be too much outside their comfort zone. Fair enough when you ask them to make 190, 200, 180 against seasoned pros, then it's difficult. But playing run a ball, they should manage it. 43 for 2. So Zuhair Iqbal in the middle of a decent spell. But this partnership is looking pretty solid. Maybe the easing of expectations now that the semi-finals are pretty much locked, or they're not able to get into that. So you don't need to worry about winning every single game. That also helps at times. Goes aerial, but wanted to go more towards extra. Good fielding at that deep cover fence. That's a long throw.
Yeah, it ticks all the boxes to me, Ayan Misbah. Technically very sound player, coming from age group cricket, and also talking about the longer formats, definitely suitable, tailor-made for him. I think the only thing I feel is that he just needs to improve his range hitting, power hitting. I think if he can blend it up with his regular style of play, he should be a very good batter for UAE.
Most certainly. Honestly, since Ali Shah and Sharafu, in terms of the truly young batters, I don't think I've seen such a bright talent as Ayan Misbah and Ahmad Tariq. They truly are the leading lights. If you would ask me who's going to be the future of UAE in a decade's time, these two boys come to mind immediately.
By far, absolutely. Ahmad Tariq and Ayan Misbah, and looking at the way he's batted throughout, it doesn't get bogged down. He's not worried who he's facing. He just believes in his basics and his temperament, Ahmad Tariq.
Oh, this has gone high. Cover point. Oh, confusion between Shahrukh and Raheel. In the end, it was Raheel who put the dive in. Lucky escape for Rayan Khan.
Well, he's a phenomenal fielder, Raheel. We've seen him throughout the tournament. He gave it all, a bit of mix-up. Usually you're supposed to call Shahrukh backpedaling. It was always Raheel's catch. In the end, just could not hold on to it.
Put in a great effort for sure. And Rayan, well, that was very casual. You're batting well. Why are you looking to play such expansive shots? Just build your innings. Sometimes I feel these young lads overthink their innings. Just play on merit. Be natural. Don't try to force the issue.
I mean, there isn't a scoreboard pressure. There isn't a pressure that you've got to win this match. You're most certainly not going to be a part of the semi-finals. But take those calculated risks as and when required. As you rightly mentioned, you can't be going after tough deliveries.
Yeah, don't look for 180. 140 is perfectly fine. Maybe they just want to play with intent, this and that. Then they think, I have to hit a boundary every second delivery. Excellent Yorker. And how calmly he's played that. Just goes to show, when they play quote-unquote proper cricket, they look the part.
Most certainly. I mean, coming from under 16 cricket, Ayan Misbah, now moving ahead, the composure, the temperament, and the way he backs himself has been quite impressive. Ryan Khan as well. Just to add to the discussion that you guys were having with respect to the youngsters being a part of Fujairah campaign, I just feel it's to do with getting them a blend of seniors, basically trying to get that experience in a tournament like this. They are absolutely brilliant at their age level, but when you are up against some quality players, how would you react? We'll talk more about it. 9 overs gone, 48 for 2.
So one wrist spinner replacing another. Essam Mathieu. He's had a blinder of a tournament. Has consistently taken wickets for Ajman and has been a large factor in the success in the D20 this season. There you have it. Mr. and Mrs. Misbah, proud parents of a young lad. Enjoying watching his batting innings. Oh, what a delivery. Beautifully bowled.
Well, he's picked up wickets for his team. There you are, the parents of Ayan Misbah, always in the stands when he's playing.
There's always that support system needed by a young cricketer. They literally travel all over the UAE for him. And why not? When you're breeding a champion, you need to give him that back-end support. And not just in terms of logistics, emotional support as well is very important. Sometimes your child will have tough days when he's a bit demoralized. You need to lift him up. And sometimes when he's riding too high after a great day, you just want to tell him to calm down, Just keep yourself steady. Keep yourself in that groove, in that right mental mindset.
I fully echo with you on that, and especially when you're in the stands, you're always there for your son. Maybe you're not there physically present in front of you. That presence will actually make the difference for you.
Truly is wonderful to see the sacrifices the parents make for their children. Oh dear me, where did that pitch? That turned almost 90 degrees. Essam Mathieu has got some very strong wrists.
So if it's pitched outside the rectangular strip and still it's spun into it, would you still consider it as a no ball?
Imagine if that had gone down the leg side tram line. That would have been something that would be viral on social media. Or dragged down, googly gone wrong. And easy pickings for Ayan behind fine leg.
Yeah, completely missing on that occasion. Poor delivery from Essam Mathieu. And easy pickings for a batter of Ayan Misbah's caliber.
I think he was trying to bowl that googly again. Completely lost his wrist. Sometimes there is a fine line between confidence and overconfidence. You don't want to let these two players get settled in. They're dangerous batters, both Ayan and Ryan Khan. That's much better. And very smart batting. You've got the boundary, just take what's on offer.
And for his contributions, Essam Mathieu with the ball has been drafted in the Abu Dhabi T10 League, which is a premium tournament in the T10 format.
Well, there you go. Getting the opportunity at the franchise league level. It was the googly once again. Well read, punched out to deep cover. So at the halfway point of the innings, 56 for 2. And they will take a well-deserved drinks break. So it's going to be Basil Asim, another teenager that has really impressed in this D20. Will be handed the ball, pardon me, from the Bukhatar end. Certainly no dearth of talent in the UAE, Rizwan, that is for sure.
Cutthroat competition, absolutely brilliant. This is a country where you have multiple nationalities, so many expatriates, and it's always good to see that these youngsters coming out with flying colors.
Oh, absolutely. We are very, very blessed to be living and watching and playing cricket in this nation. I don't think any associate country can boast of the immense amount of resources we have and continue to have and continue to build as they do in the UAE.
And talking about the facilities also that we possess in the UAE, even you're talking about tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, it's a blessing in disguise. Even tier 3 teams get to play some cricket at some wonderful facilities.
Oh, trying for a very expansive shot there. That flick over fine leg. Just premeditating. You're absolutely right. Even the weekend warriors, so to speak. Some of the grounds I've seen in the UAE, they could put any oval in New Zealand or England to shame. So pretty, so well maintained. Have all the facilities, world-class locker rooms, excellent pitches. We really are in a golden period of domestic cricket in the UAE.
And I feel the youngsters, they should be really lucky. They should consider themselves as lucky. In our old school days, we never used to have such facilities to sort of enjoy. But if you talk about the facilities in UAE as special, talk about different Emirates, Ajman having most of the grounds, but even in Sharjah. And nowadays, each and every match is actually recorded. So you tend to get what went wrong during the match. You can work on it, correct yourself, and come back strongly.
Oh, outside edge again. There is a deep third though for Basil. Oh, absolutely, not just that. There are so many academies all over the UAE where they have kids training, playing on a daily basis. You can have those practice nets all over the UAE. And those days of cement wickets and sandy outfields are long gone. We have proper manicured, well-maintained outfields, turf pitches, and you can get a proper cricketing education.
And wickets that will basically benefit the batters as well as the bowlers. It's not always a batting paradise. Yes, we have certain wickets in UAE where it's a gold mine for a batter, but at the same time, some wickets where it helps the bowlers as well.
Always need to have that even contest. Upishly driven will be a single. Current run rate of 5.5. When do you think this pair will look to start shifting gears?
Well, considering the previous match which went down till the wire, I would expect them to play at least for 3 to 4 hours more, and then they can look to go big from there on.
Yeah, I completely agree. Maybe target after the 12 or 14 over mark. Reassess where we are. Oh, dropped at backward point. That was hit sharply. But Shahrukh Amin, you should have taken that one.
Yeah, lucky escape for Ayan Misbah. That should have been taken. 11 gone, 59 for 2.
Just didn't quite get over the ball, hence went aerial. And that was hit firmly. But a player of Shahrukh's caliber, you expect that catch to be taken. Unlucky Basil there. So Assam, bit of an inconsistent over his first one. He'd like to settle in on a line and length. Or maybe he's just looking to experiment ahead of the knockout stage. Once again, that one just going straight on rather than turning in to the left-hander. So he's mixing it up tonight.
He has got a lot of variations up his sleeve, Issam Matiur. I would still fancy getting Ansh Tandon, who can bowl that spin option, just keeping the runs at bay, giving the way the wicket has behaved.
Chipped in the air and well taken at long off. Muzammil Qasim Khan tumbling to his right, and that was a difficult catch. He made it look easy.
Well, age is just a number for Muzammil Qasim. It is not an easy one. Look at that. Great effort, full stretch of arms, and in the end it makes it look so easy. Ryan Khan will have to depart. Fujairah lose their third wicket, 17 of 19 for Ryan.
So it's going to be Maroof Merchant coming in at number 5. Another budding all-rounder with a very bright future. I'm sure he'll enjoy bowling on this wicket. But right now, you just want some runs under his belt. Assam continues his rich vein of wicket-taking form in this D20. Slip in place. If there was a team of the tournament, I think the 3 spinners in it would be Ibrahim Masood, Ayan Afzal Khan and Issam Matiur for sure.
100%. That's a catch one more time. Good full stretch from Muzammil Qasim, picking up the wicket of Ryan Khan.
Good looking shot. Oh dear me. Zuhair Iqbal, what happened there?
Overran on that occasion. Issam Matiur not happy with it. You have to be spot on. There you go. Yeah, he had to cover about 8 to 10 meters in the process. He misses it.
Well, to be fair, it took a very nasty spin on him. I think you can understand that one for Zuhair. But you need to be aware of how the ball has been hit, especially against a wrist spinner. Hit flat, just in front of the long off. Not quite to the pitch of the ball on that occasion.
And talk us about the top order batters. Who would you like to have in team of the tournament for Emirates D20 2025?
Well, Vritti Arvind, absolutely no debate. Junaid Shamsu alongside him. That would be the opening combo. Middle order, now that's a good debate. We'll continue it after the break. 65 for 3. So Basil will continue. Should have had a wicket in his first over. Ayhan Misbah is just looking to open up here. Spent plenty of time in the middle. Not quite out of the middle. So we're talking about the team of the tournament. Go ahead with your middle order picks.
We've started with Rithia and Junaid Shamsu.
Yes.
And I'll have Kamranatha at number 3. Lovepreet has contributed at number 4.
Right.
I'll have Lovepreet at number 4. I'm just trying to...
You forgot Ansh Tandon.
Oh, yeah. So you have too many options. Ansh Tandon at number 4, yeah. Then we need all-rounders there.
All-rounders. Very good question. We'll have to think about that one. Ayan Afzal Khan for sure. We've already selected him. So you mean fast bowling all-rounders?
Fast bowling all-rounders, who would you think? Who's been in good nick in this tournament so far? On tough wickets.
It certainly is a lively debate. I think we need to figure out the fast bowlers first. Then we'll think about the all-rounders. Even they have not seen a lot of action in this tournament. I think Wasim Akram has bowled really well.
Wasim did well, and I would still back the youngster Naseem Khan.
Yes, I like that pick. The quality of wickets that he's taken. Firm push, but straight to the mid-off. That was a chance. He couldn't quite get it past him. That would have been 4.
And just to add a few more spinners, we've already decided it will be Ayan Afzal Khan, Isam Matiur Rab, Ibrahim Masood.
We're almost completing our 11. We've got, I think, 8 out of 11 players. Just need somebody in the lower middle order. And that number 6, Sanjay Pahel, maybe we can consider. Is there a glove on that one? Big appeal, but no. Umpire says not out, and in fact, it's a wide.
In fact, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa looks animated. They think Ayan Misbah has gloved it. No, it was way too far from the willow.
And it was above helmet height as well, so it's correct in both regards. 68 for 3, still 7.5 overs to go. So if they bat well, they should get to 150 or 145.
That should be the bare minimum that they should target. And we'll have our commentator as mentor for the team of the tournament.
Yeah, Mudassir Ali, he gets our nomination.
Oh,
That's a good looking shot. Does it have enough to go all the way? Yes, it does. I think Adnan al-Mulk was beyond the boundary rope when he pulled it in. He's getting applause from his teammates, so we'll need a boundary check.
This will be a good one. Straight down the ground. Adnan al-Mulk, look at that connection. Straight bat. And we gave it all there, Adnan al-Mulk. This is when we will get to know. I think that will be a boundary. He was outside the boundary line when the ball was in contact. 4 runs for Ayan Misbah. That was a very good looking shot from the youngster.
Yeah, my initial instinct was that it was beyond the boundary rope. Is it long enough? You bet it is. Into the stands for 6.
Well, he's certainly getting into his elements now, Ayan Misbah. Boundary on the previous delivery, and now that connection, the sound said it all. Easy pickings, half tracker, and away she goes.
Beautiful clean strike. He spent some time in the middle and now looking to counter attack. 36 of 31. Well, the highest fast bowling wicket taken in the tournament is Awais Ahmed. He's in position number 9. So that just shows it's pure spin dominance. Good slower delivery. So it's not a lot to choose from. Naseem Khan we can certainly look at. Mohammad Samir has bowled really well for Emirates Blues as well. So we'll continue this lively debate. 78 for 3.
Isam Matiur Rab will continue 2 overs, 14 for 1. Maroof just keeping company alongside Ayan Misbah, who's looked good last 2 deliveries of Basal Asim, one going for a boundary and then that maximum will certainly give him a lot of confidence. Joining me in the combox after a well-deserved break is Mudassir Ali.
Are you talking about Isam Matiur Rab? Oh, beautifully bowled. A loud appeal for the stumping. Khalil Latif says straight away not out. We are not going upstairs, but the young boy coming to the party at the right time, Misbah. Leaning on the front foot, wanted to play with a turn. Beautifully bowled by Isam Mathurab. Bottom edge, just saving Misbah.
I thought for a second that was close, but I think it's the inside edge which has saved him. Isam Mathurab yet again with 2 back-to-back dot deliveries. Goes without saying, it is a tough wicket to bat on. Batters of high caliber did struggle, but the whole idea is you've got to give some time. You got to give time at the surface, and that's exactly what Israr Ahmed did. He batted till the end, and he ensured alongside Ramesh Shehzad they got their team over the line.
What a knock. Just played 10 deliveries, got 29 valuable runs in the air, and what a catch. Beautifully taken by the slip fielder. It was travelling quickly, and Isam Mathurab, he adds one more to his tally of wickets in this tournament.
There was a reason why he was brought into the slip cordon, Basil Asim. Yet again, Adnan Mulk marshalling his troops to perfection, and another wicket goes down. Maruf will have to depart, 3 or 5 for him, and Fujairah lose their 3rd wicket, 80 for 3.
Having a good tournament with the ball, Isam Mathurab. Throughout the day, we have seen captains persisting with the slip, but now the slip fielder comes into action. Good catch by young Basil, and arrives Karan Dhiman at the fall of Maruf Merchant. Very economical Isam, and also making sure to provide those breakthroughs. Another tossed up delivery, beautifully managed. A poor effort at covers resulted in a single. So 3 runs and a wicket in this over for Isam. 14 gone. With that single, score moves to 81 for the loss of 4. Dhiman on strike. Oh, live wire already taken a blinder of a catch. A slip now. Sharp of his own bowling. Full and dive. What an effort from Basil.
Well, he's been contributing in the field regularly. Basil Asim has been a regular player for Team Ajman, and he's picked up some wonderful wickets as well. Surprised the team Abu Dhabi in one match, picking up good wickets, especially the top order.
In the air and finds the man. So wickets tumbling down here. A short stay for Dhiman. Basil straight away in this over getting a wicket, and no mistake by Muzammil Qasim.
As easy as you like, straightforward, widest fly slip in place, and Muzammil does the rest. Second catch for Muzammil. He's looked absolutely brilliant in the field, fishing outside off stump, and a comfortable catch. Muzammil picking up another one. Basil Asim getting the better of Karan Dhiman. 1 for 3 of 3 deliveries for Karan Dhiman. Fujairah lose their 5th wicket, 81 for 5.
Udisuri, the new batter. So youngsters getting a lot of opportunities in this tournament. Ryan Misbah getting runs. It's a treat to watch this boy playing those drives and not afraid to pull against the fast bowlers, play those pull shots. Bulk of the runs coming from the blade of Misbah. A change of pace, beautifully bowled.
But I think given the age of Abbas Al Asim, he's considering that he's actually playing that age level cricket and has gone after him, picked up a maximum man a boundary in the previous over and looking confident. So it's imperative that Ayan Misbah will have to stay till the end to make sure they get close to the 140 run mark.
Need to add another 55, 57 runs to achieve that 140. Quick single. It's a long distance of 140 for Fujairah. If they can manage around 125, 130, that might give something for the bowlers to fight, because the opposition, they are missing quite a few key players. Sharjah Cricket Stadium, the iconic stadium. It all started here, yes, 1986. Javed Miadad 6 against Chetan Sharma. It started for Pakistan. That gave them the confidence, and for the next 10, 12 years they dominated against Indian team. That is why we always say it all started here. 15 gone, 85 for the loss of 5.
Isamati Rab will continue and will be his final over. He's picked up a couple of wickets, 17 runs, and Zohair Iqbal on that occasion making sure he does not let that go.
The fast bowler, when you put that effort, you can see that happiness on their faces. And Zohair Iqbal doing a good job. Outside edge! Isam Mathurab. He's keeping the fielder at slip position busy. Basil Asim makes no mistake.
Well, it looked like a replay of Maroof Merchant's catch to me. It's pretty much similar. And that's a big, big wicket. Ayan Misbah will have to depart. Good catch by Basil. Right jump at the right time. And look at that celebration. Fujairah are in all sorts of trouble. They lose a prize scalp. Ayan Misbah will have to depart. 85 for 6. He goes after scoring 39 off 39.
Saleh growing in confidence, and this is a track where the spinners they love to bowl, and one boy who's making a lot of difference and who is enjoying the moment is Isam Rab.
It will give him a lot of confidence going into the Abu Dhabi T10 League. And that will be a boundary. Saleh gets off the mark and gets off the mark in style.
Just when we were praising Isam Rab, a loosener, a rare loosener by Isam, but beautifully managed, not trying to hit it hard. Big vacant region available behind the square towards that leg side, and he exploited that gap quite well. Saleh off the mark with 4 runs.
The one thing that he's got to be mindful about is those variations. When he's just trying for something else, he tends to lose a grip of it. Another one goes. There's a huge appeal. Well, no. I thought for a second that was a wicket.
A good decision, and he wasn't shocked, the batter. You can see sharp turn, ball just kissing the glove of wicket keeper, and straight away the celebration from Basil, but a good decision by Sunij.
Lovepreet Singh Bajwa behind the stumps. Almost another one. Brilliant bowling display from Isam Rab. 16 gone, 89 for 6. Basil Asim will finish his quota of 4 overs. Played up Pishley. The call is for 2, but a wonderful throw will restrict them for just 1.
So much of talent available in a D20. Players trying to make a comeback in the national side. And this is the right platform if you want to make a comeback. Come here, perform, get runs, get those wickets. Basil gone for runs in his first over, but a good comeback. Got a wicket in his second, keeping things tight, bowling wicket to wicket channel. They're enjoying the success of each other, and that is where they are having a good run in this tournament. Unity. When we talk about Ajman, led by Adnanul Mulk, giving that opportunity to the youngsters to express themselves in the field.
And there have been multiple match winners for Ajman. Junaid Shamshu picked up a couple of player of the matches. Ansh Tandon contributing. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa taking care of that middle order phase. Muzammil Qasim, Isam Rab absolutely flawless with the ball. So they lost the first encounter, and ever since then they made sure they came back strongly.
Especially last night win, certainly that had helped them a lot. Chasing 174 on a ranked turner. They've shown great resilience. A complete team effort we are witnessing from Ajman, but as of now, Udit Surya and Saleh running hard, a wayward throw from Raheel resulted in that extra run. So 3 runs taken by Saleh and Udit Suri. Quite a few teams who came up with new faces. And Basil Asim, backed by Ajman, Now he's a regular with Ajman in D series, as well as Muzammil Qasim, long servant for Ajman when it comes to D series.
Oh, absolutely. Has been there for a very, very long time. The team and the management backing him up. And I think just to add to the discussion that we've just had, I must say in the field as well, Rahil has been quite impressive. He's taken some wonderful catches in the deep. The ground fielding has been quite impressive. Hafiz Ali as well. So as a unit, they all have contributed in their own ways.
The block hole. So adding some crucial runs the later half of the innings. Saleh and Udish, 17 done, 96 for the loss of 6. He's getting ready to bowl. The 18th over is a star for Ajman. Got plenty of runs. What a visible progress when we talk about Ansh Tandon. Especially the shot selection. That impressed me a lot.
Elegant left-hand batter. He's got wide range of shots in his armory. And when he executes them, it's always a treat to watch. Stylish, and that power hitting from Ansh Tandon, quite brilliant.
After losing few back-to-back matches, they tasted a win last night and they want to continue that good form against Fujairah as well tonight, Ajman. Last 16 legal deliveries left. How many more can the batters of Fujairah be able to add here? 98, inching closer to that milestone.
That was in the slot. Could have gone over that extra cover region. Instead defends it for this Suri. I can understand that they're 6 wickets down. But what is important is they need to make sure they rotate the strike.
Using the feet and he clears that cover fielder with ease. Beautifully managed.
We've spoke about it. We spoke about the use of feet. We spoke about manufacturing. We spoke about fabricating those shots. There you are, Suri walking down the wicket and gets the connection absolutely spot on towards the extra cover region for a boundary.
A younger brother of Tanis Suri. Goes inside out. Not a proper connection, but they'll be running hard. They are looking for that second, but Rahil is lightning quick in the field. We talk about Suri brothers. 2016 Bukhata 50 over tournament. His elder brother, he was 13 at the time, Tanis Suri, playing for YTC against Phoenix Medicine. He batted for almost 30-32 overs. Just 13 years old kid against someone like Umar Ali Khan, Rohan Mustafa.
Well, nowadays the way the cricket has transformed, and you're going back to 2016, truly that goes without saying what kind of talent he possesses. We'll talk more about it. 18 overs gone, 104 for 6. Zohair Iqbal will bowl out. 3 overs, none for 20 for him. And these batters fancy bit of pace on offer. Bit off inside the circle. So your idea would be to go over the long off region. Starts off with a slow one.
Applying themselves, these two young boys. Every run matters. Maybe he was 12 or 11 years old, thanks to Ahmed Khwaja. We're talking about Tanisuri. Wanted to play late, fine, beaten by that pace. But good to see the academies here, the cricket academies. They're doing a wonderful job grooming these youngsters. The likes of Ayan Afzal Khan, the likes of Alishan Sharfu, Vritya Arvind. That was the case for Aditya Shetty. The first time we saw him was in the first edition of D Series D10 format way back in 2020. He was a little magician, just 16, 17 years old at the time. Aditya Shetty just lost his way now. Uppercut, one bounce, Muzammil comes into play.
We just can't go wrong with our statistician and encyclopedia of cricket, Ahmed Khwaja. Thanks for the numbers, Ahmed. Absolutely right. And the way they've evolved over a period of time, and especially when I spoke to Ayan Afzal Khan before the start of this tournament, he was clear. He's got a clear vision. He wants to perform with the bat, with the ball, and in the field, and he wants to get back to the setup of the UAE.
Clear minds, especially when we talk about all these young boys. The block hole, lucky runs, the right time, brought his bat down, and inside edge goes past that fine leg fielder, 4 runs.
Streaky, but Udish Suri will accept it. Yorker gets his below just in time. Beautiful delivery. But 4 runs for Team Fujairah.
So many lovely stories and beautiful stories of cricketers here in UAE. We always focus on big nations, but in associate you will get quite a few interesting stories. The likes of Ayan, the way he came and took that spotlight. So was the case of Alishan Sharafu and Vritya Arvind. What a talent. Got 100 in this tournament. Only century registered in this tournament by batteries belongs to Vritya. Running hard as of now. Hard. Udisuri and Saleh, 8 runs. A beautiful piece of batting and extraordinary running between the wicket by these two.
Talking about Alishan Sharfu, absolute brilliant. He's in sublime form. Has contributed for Team UAE, especially in the qualifiers for the World Cup recently, and UAE registering their spot in the World Cup that's coming up in India and Sri Lanka. As you rightly mentioned, a lot of stories. And Vritya Arvind, I would love to have him back in the team. He's contributed significantly with the glove behind the stumps and with the bat as well. And on tough tracks, always contributing on tough tracks. And especially you tend to identify the batter when you're able to score on those tough wickets.
So many young boys, they came into the picture and they just faded. But Alishan Sharafu, he has been the national side for almost now 3 to 4 years. He was dropped for a few series, but he came back strong. A change of pace by Zohair. So 9 runs, they'll be happy. Udit Suri and Saleh, they were able to get some runs against Zohair Iqbal. 19 gone, 113 for the loss of 6. Interesting choice by Adnan al-Mulk. Final over is Ansh Tandon. He'll be bowling this final over. Saleh on strike. Beautifully managed. Clever piece of batting. No protection at fine leg. He picked that from offside. A juicy full toss. Not trying to hit it hard. A placement and 3 runs for Saleh and 3 more runs for Fujairah.
This is what you call game awareness and the field placement. He knew exactly where the fielder was placed. And immediately you can see a change in field. Short third coming in the fine leg region. 3 crucial runs for Fujairah.
Made a mistake. What a comeback by Ansh Tandon. Nothing wrong in it. He has no other option. Trying to go big. Looking for those quick runs in the final over. Just losing his shape, Suri.
Yeah, you got to take those chances. If now when easy pickings for Lovepreet Singh gets him stumped, the Suri goes 7th wicket down for Fujairah for 116.
Oh, double H. A-N-S double H. He had added an extra H to his name. Ansh Tandon, and that might be the reason he's getting plenty of runs in this tournament. Do you believe in that, Rizwan?
Well, I certainly don't. I think there's a typo error there, but he should be. Well, he's done well with the bat. I mean, the way he's streamlined throughout the tournament has been quite impressive.
If it works, let me add the third S in my name. In the slot, drilled on the ground.
Then we may not have you in the D tournaments here in the UAE.
And not only for the players, but it also helped someone like us who are very passionate about this game. Got a new role, a chance to watch and call this game closely, thanks to ECB. Good use of the feet, and he clears those ropes with ease. Saleh getting all important valuable runs for his side.
What a shot, what a strike. Dancing down the wicket, getting to the pitch of the ball. And look at that. Full swing of the bat. And Saleh gets a maximum.
A 9 in the previous over. Now 12 so far. 21 in the last 11 deliveries for Fujairah. Late impetus. The blade of Saleh quickly moves to 17. The final delivery. Dancing down the track, and Ansh Tandon. He says Tata bye bye, but Ansh, he needs to stay out there because it has been called as a wide by Sunij.
And that was a wayward delivery. Easy stumpings for Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Was just checking, and then he made sure the bails came off. Wide, but Fujairah lose another wicket. 8 wickets down.
The slot, Ali Asghar. He tries to go big, but what a catch. Basil Asim, not once, not twice, but thrice in this game. He has taken a stunner.
Well, you can't keep the cameras away from this young lad. Look at that catch. But look at that intent even from the batter. Straight down the ground. Ali Asghar Shams. What a catch. What a catch. Definitely this is going to be one of the picks for the top catch of the tournament.
So Fujairah, the young boys, they have got runs on board, a modest total. But they will be happy the way they have got those runs in the last few overs. Though wickets went down, Ansh Tandon got 3 wickets to his name, and Misbah, he was the key for Fujairah. 126 managed by Fujairah batting first. And Kiran Rai, he started off well, getting 12, which included a maximum 39 run a ball. Beautifully managed by Ayan Misbah. And nothing much when we talk about Maruf Merchant and Karan Dhiman, but crucial runs added to the scorecard. Udit Suri 20 of 14, quick 17 from Saleh, and 5 extras helping them to post 126 for the loss of 9.
Talking about the bowling card, pick of the bowlers, 3 for 21 for Isamat Yurab, 3 for 21 for Ansh Tandon. Bit expensive Ansh Tandon on that occasion at 10.50. Basil Asim picking 1 wicket, 1 for 27, and Muzammil Qasim picking up a wicket alongside Awais Ahmed. 5 extras in the tally, 126 is what they have restricted to Team Fujairah.
So Ajman, they opted to field first, and let's see the highlights. Muzammil Qasim, he started with the ball, and Yayin, he looked in control before he fell to Awais trying to pull, and Rahil was the fielder. The young guns of Ajman, they were sharp in the field. Quite a few stunners we have seen. This was a beauty taken by Ansh Tandon. Ryan came out, got few boundaries to his name, but then came Isam Mathew, especially in those middle overs. He made the difference. Fielding has been top notch tonight by Ajman, especially the catching, the way they came out with positive frame of mind. Even though Ayan Misbah tried his best, this was the catch taken by Basil, the first one for Basil tonight, then followed by another beautiful catch in the slip. He was kept busy by Isam Mathew, so was Muzammil Qasim. What a night for Basil, a young boy doing wonders not only with in the field but also with the ball, and in between flurry of boundaries, few edges going towards the ropes. In the final over, we have seen plenty of wickets as well as a maximum from the blade of Saleh. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa getting rid of Saleh, but this was the final ball. You beauty, Basil Asim making a name for himself, and at the end, Fujairah in their allotted 20 overs, they were able to manage 126 runs for the loss of 9. We'll dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be chase on for Ajman.
Welcome back to match number 26 of the Emirates D20. It is Fujairah taking on Ajman. Fujairah batting first, managed a score of 126 as the young batting order, the likes of Ayan Misbah and Udisuri, did chip in, but they needed that substantial innings and couldn't quite come through, with the Ajman spinners dominating after the power play. Three wickets for Isam Matiur Rab, continuing his rich vein of form. 3 wickets for Ansh Tandon, 1 apiece for Basil, who was outstanding in the field and with the ball. Muzammil Qasim Khan bowled well, and Awais Ahmed was very good in the power play as well. So it's going to be Yug Sharma taking the new ball. Brand new opening pair. No Junaid Shamsu, so it's Adnanul Mulk, the skipper, opening alongside left-hander Shahrukh Amin. And if Yug Sharma can take a few early wickets, could make this game relatively interesting. A lot of spin options in the Fujairah side as well. And we know it's a turning track. So let's see if they can build that early pressure. Ajman, if they get the victory tonight, they will be locked in for the D20 semi-finals. So certainly have a very clear objective in front of them. Taking a look at the field setup, we have a deep third and a deep fine leg in position. Orthodox setup. Ringfield on the offside. And we are all in readiness. 127 is the magic number for the chasing side. Right on the money, solid on the front foot. Mudassir Ali alongside me in the comm box. Good evening and welcome.
Very good evening, Ahmed. Both Rizwan and Ahmed are very good when it comes to numbers. Giving me a reminder, the first set of 7 overs, I need to be there in the comm box. Thank you, Ahmed and Rizwan, for the gentle reminder.
Oh, absolutely. That is where all the action is, the power play overs. And you do feel that this game will be won or lost in the first 6. Pulling in his length, getting Adnanul Mulk on the back foot. A lot of rough being seen, on the track now.
Oh, so much of rough, but we have seen some unbelievable performance, especially from the batters. I'm so impressed because we have seen players getting runs on a belter of a track, but testing times, conditions not in favor of batters, but still they got runs. That impressed me a lot.
Oh, absolutely. That has been the real shining quality of this tournament. Drop and run. Safely off the mark is Adnanul Mulk. It's only been the players who've really applied themselves, really shown some grit, some temperament that have topped the run getters charts.
Just 1 week away from that CWC matches, USA and Nepal. They'll be coming to UAE and we'll be having 50-over format games at Dubai International Cricket Stadium, and a good opportunity for players, especially for the batters. As of now, we are struggling in the top order when we talk about UAE national side.
Yeah, you certainly need to choose the men in form. That will be key for the UAE. Good looking push from Shahrukh Amin. So certainly, if you have performed in the D20, maybe that can translate over, at least getting into the squad for the UAE ODI team.
We have seen a number of times, especially in the last 4-5 years, the players who performed at this level were given an opportunity. Straight away, the selectors, they picked them. They provided that opportunity at the top level to these players. Not an easy job as a selector, but Emirates Cricket Board and the selectors, they are doing a wonderful job.
Keeping an eye on all of these D series tournaments. This is high, mid-on backpedaling. Excellent catch by Karan Dhiman. And Yug Sharma strikes in his first over.
Without adding runs to his name, he departs Shahrukh Amin. Ball just stopping and coming onto the blade. What a wonderful catch. It was miles up in the air, but Dhiman makes no mistake. It's 1 for 1.
So early strike, that is exactly what Fujairah needed. But in comes the man in form, Ansh Tandon. What a blinder of a D20 he's having. And once again, Ajman are depending on him to get them across the line. On the pads, nicely clipped away. Should be a couple of runs. No, just a single. So it's very possible Ajman could make a meal of this 127 target. 2 for 1 after the first over. Naseem Khan into the attack. Cracked away behind point, but there is a fielder, Maruf Merchant. Yeah, I forgot the spin options. Alias Gashams, Maruf Merchant, Udish Suri. So they have a potent spin trio for Fujairah.
If you have noticed, the field setting has been brilliant. The previous delivery as well as in the previous over. Though there was a fine leg, they did not have a regular deep square leg. The square leg fielder was a bit fine towards that fine leg region. So bowling as per the field. So 2 scoring shots offered to Ansh Tandon and 2 singles in those couple of deliveries for Ansh.
They've certainly done their homework. Well, this young boy has been mighty impressive. Just 15 years of age. But got the wickets of the likes of Ali Abid, Mayank Kumar and Asif Khan in his first ever D series tournament.
He was highly praised by Zahoor Khan. UAE's a legend fast bowler. He was with the under 16 side as a bowling coach, Zahoor.
Edged and gone. You can add the name of Adnanul Mulk to that collection.
He has the knack of picking early wickets. Smooth run up, pulling at the right channel, chasing that outside delivery and straight into the hands of wicket keeper. Both the openers back in the hut for Ajman. A disappointment for Adnan is 3 for the loss of 2.
Well, Fujairah are well and truly in this game now. 3 for 2. Horror start for Ajman. And they're making a meal of this target of 127. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa coming in at 4. There's a gully in a catching position. And bowled exactly on that spot by young Naseem. How fantastic has he been in this D20?
Now we know why he was highly praised by Zahoor Khan. Poor shot selection. Look at that movement still available for the fast bowlers. And the best part is he doesn't try too much. He stick to that one line and length, hitting the deck hard.
He's very natural indeed. Ansh Tandon goes big. Blasted over extra cover. 1 bounce.
And natural and stylish is Ansh Tandon. Beautifully managed on the rise, goes over that mid-off fielder. Using the feet throughout this tournament, we have seen Ansh Tandon always make sure to reach the ball, not afraid to use the feet. And the first boundary for Ajman.
And he got the length he was looking for. He really is on song. A man in prime form. Made his international debut way back in 2025, pre-pandemic era. Yes, pardon me, 2020. In the pre-pandemic era. It's taken him some time to mature, find his feet, develop his range. But now it looks like he's in the form of his life. Mentally, physically, he's put it all together.
And credit should be given to his father. Senior Tandon always backs his boy, provide him with excellent facilities.
Oh.
What a comeback, change of pace. Good comeback by Naseem Khan. A successful over from Khan comes to an end. 2 done, 8 for the loss of 2.
Well, this was the fall of Shah Rukh Amin. Just looking to be over adventurous. Well taken. And flashing outside off. Naseem Khan, the wicket taker. Lovely punch from Lovepreet. And good fielding in his follow through from Yug Sharma. So they're building that dot ball pressure for sure.
He needs to be careful on his follow through this tournament. On his follow through, he came in the radar of Asif Khan, got injured. Yug Sharma, Solid drive, but well fielded off his own bowling. Yuk Sharma keeping things tight. What a start by Fujairah.
Another super talented teenager who has a very high ceiling. Natural fast bowler, natural swing. And Ajman are having to work hard here.
These boys are blessed to have that backing from their family. When we talk about Ayan Afzal Khan, we have seen his parents always come to the stadium wherever he goes. They follow him. They always encourage Ayan to take up this beautiful sport.
Oh, absolutely, and he's truly made his mark already at just such a young age. Late movement and a delightful clip through mid-wicket by Lovepreet Bajwa. The balance, the placement, the timing. Magnificent.
One of the best shots of day 13. A beautiful piece of timing and placement. Risk comes into play. That balance rightly said by you, Ahmed. Not trying to hit it hard, not trying to force. Just waited for that ball to come onto the blade. And beautifully managed 4 runs for Bajwa.
Reminds me so much of somebody like Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar or Mohammad Yusuf, the way they used to elegantly clip the ball through that wideish mid-on region. Vintage one-day shot. Off-cutter. Very nicely disguised. Not only is he skilled, Yuk Sharma, he's a very intelligent young man as well.
And good to see such kind of shots exist in the modern day cricket. You have taken me to the 90s and 80s. Thanks to Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. It reminds me of Mark Waugh as well.
Absolutely. Such an arrogant player. Even though Australians were usually known for their harsh cricketing strokes, he was pure touch, silken batting. Junior, as they used to call him. Every 90s kid was a fan of him, no doubt. Round the wicket. Beautiful off drive and past the mid-off. Zainullah will not get there. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Delightful timing once again.
The first one was towards the leg side, now towards the off. Another beautiful shot. Played with straight bat, not trying to hit it hard, going with the flow. Bajwa, the timing has been superb.
Lovey is silky smooth. And Zainullah, well, just couldn't catch up to it. It kept running away down the slope. Well, you always want your fast bowler to pitch the ball up, so you can't blame Yug. Trying to extract that extra bit of movement in the air. Still not a bad over, only 8 off it. But they're not defending a lot of runs. And he'll retain the strike. 17 for 2. Naseem Khan hunting for his second wicket. I just feel they're over pitching a touch to Lovepreet. Try to challenge him on that back of length. Or maybe on the horizontal bat shots.
Both the bowlers, they are not expressed with the pace. I think they're just relying on that late movement, and that is the reason they are trying to bowl Fuller. Just try to get him on the front foot inviting him to go for the drive so they can induce that outside edge. But clearly, it's not working for Fujairah.
Inside edge, and he's got him. Naseem Khan is pumped up because he's got the huge wicket of the star man.
What a night he is having. The young fast bowler got better of Ansh Tandon. Ball just dipping in front of Tandon. And inside edge goes on to hit the off stick. And look at that. Pumped up is Naseem Khan. A big wicket. The contest of this game. The run machine of Ajman. He departs 18 for the loss of 3.
Faizur Rahman coming in at number 5. Getting a rare opportunity in this D20. Well, now is the time. And this youngster, he's just been rising up the top wicket takers charts after every game, Naseem Khan.
Always make sure to provide those early breakthroughs. Slip in position. Confident looking run up from Naseem.
Oh, down the leg side, attempted in dipper. Fabulous take by Saleh. Even though he's a very tall wicketkeeper, he's light on his feet.
Basics are right for Saleh, and that was the end of Ansh Tandon. A loose shot played away from the body, just lost his shape and lost his wicket in the process.
Well, tell you what, Fujairah have already beaten Sharjah on the opening night of the D20. We might see another upset. Excellent bowling from both Naseem Khan and Yug Sharma.
I'm hoping and I pray that the coaches, they need to take care of this talented fast bowler. They need to guide him. They need to groom him well, because we know what happened to Omid Rahman. He was in the spotlight, but just battling injuries. That is why we haven't seen much of Omid this season.
Oh, that one nipped in sharp, but Faizur will tuck it away. I'm sure under the watchful eye of somebody like Mr. Adnan sir and Zahoor Khan, I'm sure these boys will be well taken care of.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when we talk about Zahoor. He's really working hard on these boys. That is why we are seeing that huge difference when we talk about someone like Naseem, or even when it comes to the case of other bowlers in the under 16, under 19 category. Not to forget the services of the head coach Naveed. In the absence of Adnan, he is taking care of these boys.
Now, what a privilege to learn from somebody like Zahoor Khan. Till recently was the highest wicket taker for UAE across all formats. Just last year he got overtaken by Junaid Siddiqui. The wealth of experience that man has, and the science of fast bowling, nobody knows better than him.
On top of that, a humble person, very down to earth.
No single there. Nerves are telling on Ajman. Another excellent over from young Naseem. 20 for 3. Some left arm spin coming into the game now. Ali Asghar Shams. He's had a decent tournament. Taken a bit of tap, but has made a steady contribution in terms of wickets. They're just enticing the big shot from Fezor. Mid on in the circle. There is a long off and a deep mid wicket. Beautifully bowled. Get a slip in. Why not a couple of slips? Excellent flight and turning off the straight. This is his kind of pitch for sure, Ali Asghar. And Fezor will certainly be nervous. His first proper outing in the D20.
Elder brother of Fatur Rahman. A run machine and a destroyer with the bat in under 15 category. Sharp turn.
And it's lovely to see even the island of Sri Lanka is producing budding young cricketers in the UAE. Fezor himself, and you will know another boy, very talented, Mohammad Nafis. What a player he is. Proper all-rounder. I'm not sure why he isn't playing in this tournament. Must be busy somewhere. But he is another exciting player to watch out for.
And how can we forget Shihan Veeraratne? The way he performed in this tournament, especially those couple of knocks playing for Abu Dhabi.
Excellent bowling from Ali Asghar. He's certainly getting that natural variation from this pitch. And of course, we've seen somebody like Navodaya Vijaya Kumara as well playing in this D series. Single, and that's all Ali Asghar will cost in this over. A quiet start for Ajman, 21 for 3. So it's going to be an extended spell here for Yuk Sharma, rightfully so. He's building up that dot ball pressure from one end. Naseem Khan has benefited. Still coming around the wicket. There is a slip in place. And a short mid wicket. Zainullah just needs to get a few yards in for that clip in the air. Slashed! And just in front of the deep point fielder. Not in control there, Fezor.
There's always an opportunity to go for that second run, but both the batters not interested for that second run. They're fighting it hard. The boys in orange don't have experience of Sagar Kalyan in this game, but still they are doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, no Farazuddin either. So it's completely a youth side today. And they've pushed that required run rate above 7. They will take a single on that occasion, but if they lose Lovepreet here, then Ajman are really up against it.
He holds the key and he needs to anchor the innings till the end. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Plenty of overs. Yes, these two need to steady the ship for Ajman, but also for Fujairah. They don't have the service of Ethan Carl D'Souza.
Yeah, a lot of these players have been doing those morning camps for the UAE ODI team. So I think Ethan might be involved in that. Or maybe he's just busy somewhere. We'll find out. We have our sources. Glorious punch from Lovepreet. In fact, it was Fazor who has stepped into that drive. What a shot.
Beautifully managed. Out of nowhere, just waited with that angle. It made life easy for the batter here, not trying to go across the line. Beautifully pick up shot, 4 runs.
Yeah, just stood outside of his crease as well, just to get that extra power on it. On top of the bounce, fantastic shot. How does Yug Sharma respond? Slow delivery, over pitched and driven, and make that back-to-back boundaries.
Looking confident, Faisur Rahman. This was a bit fuller. And look at that lovely drive. Just waited, going past that fielder towards that offside. 4 more runs.
So solid technically. Tall batter and can generate a lot of power. He never looks like he's overhitting the ball. So maybe slightly getting back on track here, Ajman. Long way to go just yet. But Fazor is looking good. No single there. Cramping him for room. Direct hit could have been interesting.
If you look at his stance, covering the off and middle, if he misses the line, he'll be in trouble. Playing very close to the body. Faisur Rahman got few opportunities early in this tournament, but we haven't seen much impact from the blade of Faisur Rahman.
Yeah, he's had to bide his time for his opportunity. But once you do get that opportunity, try to grab it with both hands. Oh, inside edge. Long leg. Maroof Merchant, brilliant fielding. Such a smooth pickup. And he'll certainly have a role to play as well. End of the power play. 33 for 3. Taking a look at the power play highlights, it was a bad start for Ajman. Shahrukh Amin departing for a second ball duck. Adnan ul Mulk nicking off. Ansh Tandon with a solid punch for 4. Lovepreet with some pleasing drives on the onside. And that was a special shot. But then got done in inside edge onto the stumps. That was a big blow struck by Naseem Khan. Since then, Fazor and Lovepreet have been looking to build a partnership. It's only a target of 127, but they've certainly made a meal of it already, Mudassir Ali.
3 wickets inside the power play, but repair work in progress for Ajman, Lovepreet and Faisur. A technically very sound batter, Lovepreet Singh Bajwai.
Yeah, the problem is that now they don't have any room for error. This partnership will need to go a long way. Need to add 50-60 runs together. Because they don't have a very long batting lineup. Nicely bowled by Ali Asghar. Good to see a slip in place.
A D series always provided a platform, and we have seen so many players made their debut through this platform.
Oh, absolutely. Like you mentioned, in the recent UAE national team setup, performers in the D series are certainly getting a call up to the national team. Simranjeet Singh, Zahid Ali, Mohammad Saghir Khan, Mohammad Irfan, Harshit Kaushik, all of these boys first came to prominence in the D series. Then after all that you have the camp and all this and that, but this was the primary platform.
You also made your debut in UAE cricket through commentary. So would love to know about your entry in UAE cricket.
Well, it was the D10 in 2021, I remember. Punchy drive and straight to long off. That was well struck. Yeah, it was the first D10 here, right here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And it's been a real blessing, a real honor to be part of this entire field. I was a complete outsider, didn't know anyone. But now, by the grace of God, we've been here regular. And hope to be here for many years. Great fielding. Look at that attitude and commitment. 7 done. Ajman under pressure. 36 for 3. Leg spin in the form of Maruf Merchant. I think he can create a major impact here. Oh, finding the outside edge immediately. That was casual from Rayan. Cannot gift any runs at all. Change in the com box as Rizwan Rahman has joined me. Good evening, and this is beautifully set up for another tight finish.
Thank you very much, Ahmed Khwaja. And these two batters are looking confident for me. Faisal Rahman, 14 of 16, has got that another opportunity in absence of Junaid Shamshu, and just trying to cash in and capitalize on the opportunity provided. His strokes are looking good. He's looking confident. We'll watch out and see how he pans out his innings.
Oh, it was the googly. Played the wrong line. Completely misread.
Beautiful, beautiful from Maruf. Could have went on to hit the timber if there was an inside edge.
Fabulous bowling. His 4 overs could be make or break for both teams. This time it was the leg break, but can't penetrate that offside ring.
I like the composure of both the batters, even Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. We know he loves to take a bit of time. Remember, they were 8 for 2 and they've managed to steady the ship a bit now.
Still a long way to go. Required run rate is climbing. Maruf's control and the pace at which he has bowled in this D20 has been very, very impressive. Plus, he's had something to work with on these turning tracks. Required run rate is below, current run rate is below 5 for Ajman. Has he connected? Yes, he has. Monster 6 from Faizur.
That was absolutely belted out of the stadium. Well, he waited for the bad delivery. It's the composure that we were talking about. It was a long hop. And look at that. Away she goes for a huge maximum.
Another sparkling teenager. Look at that one. That was a monstrous hit. He's got power for days. And he's powering up. Well, it's landed on the roof. And we need a new ball, please. So Faizur is looking dangerous. Clearly has the power game to take on the spinners. No worries on that account at all. Run a ball 20 so far. Just that one slight error in length. And as a spinner, you have to pay the price. It's a cruel game. But he won't mind if Faizur is looking to be aggressive against him.
And then you have quality batters. They take their time. They steady the ship. And they wait for those bad deliveries. Wavered, that will have to be reloaded. And look at the shot, the connection, the conviction from him. Absolutely brilliant. It went high and was on the streets, on the roof.
Fabulous hit that. Much better. A lot fuller on that occasion. But they've got 9 off the over. 45 for 3 now, Ajman. Ali Asghar has been very good so far. Only 4 runs conceded in his 2 overs. But wickets is what he wants.
Oh, absolutely. Brilliant bowling. And slip in place for Faizur Rahman.
Oh, what a fantastic fielding effort. Udish Suri leaping out of nowhere.
That's exactly what you need when you're defending a small total. Brilliant from Udish Suri.
Yeah, and he's just reminding the captain, hello, when am I going to bowl? I want to get into the action as well on this turning pitch.
And look at Faizur Rahman, 2 dot deliveries, still cool-headed. He's not panicking. He's taking his time, believing in himself, and waiting for such deliveries. And there you go.
The placement of that lofted cover drive, the way he just managed to manipulate the ball with his top hand to go just to the left of the long off. That is a brilliant shot, truly.
That's a rare skill. Where you do have batters who can execute those power hitting shots. Finding the gaps, that's definitely a rare skill. And look at the way he's actually played that shot. Quite impressive from Faizur Rahman.
Really is his coming out party here at the D20. Been seeing him on the domestic scene for many years in age group cricket, but now graduating to this level. Faizur is looking truly brilliant. And that has relieved a lot of pressure from Lovepreet as well. 50 up for Ajman now. Punishing drive. But the long off was a lot wider on this occasion. Karan Dhiman. Looks like we're going to have 2 tight games this evening at the D20.
Yeah, going inside out, and I think as a right move, just playing along the carpet for a single. And what is important again at the same time is one of the batters will have to bat deep.
A slight misfield. So they've taken 7 off the over. Now the momentum is coming through in this partnership. 52 for 3. Maruf into his second over. Drop kicked towards cow corner, but there is Ayan Misbah in the deep there. Ayan bowls pretty useful medium pace as well. I'm not sure why he's not bowling. We'll certainly try to find out. Maruf Merchant just needs to be a bit more consistent with his length. No sign of hand towel, so likes the dew is not there. Oh, that's a great sweep shot, but just beyond the long leg. And I think it's travelled all the way.
Well, that's a poor delivery from Maruf Merchant. Easy picking string on the pads, and look at that connection from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Brilliant, and that's a good effort from Zainullah Rahmani. And one bounce into the fence, away she goes.
Well, I had a feeling it was a catchable opportunity, and it was very difficult, to be fair. It's always curving away from the long leg fielder, and Zainullah is left-handed, so it was to his weaker side. But certainly a half chance, nothing more than that. That's short and punishing drive, and Naseem could not stop it. Maruf Merchant is leaking runs.
The stepping up both the batters. Initially it was Faisur Rahman, now Lovepreet Singh Bajwa joining the party. Wayward delivery, moving away and finding the gap right. Wonderful effort there from Naseem Khan, just could not hold on to it.
Yeah, in his attempted scoop, he lost the ball. Maybe if he had just tried to stop it there, he could have saved the boundary. He goes big on the sweep. And beyond Zainullah again. A couple of boundaries. And now it's a max.
Well, not learning from his mistakes. Another one straying on the pads. Easy pickings for Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Remember, it's the shorter boundary. And what a shot that was from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Maximum.
They've taken 15 off this over already. And that required run rate is now below run a ball. Pressure is telling on the young leggy. Yeah. Good ball, but the damage is done.
It's all about staying at the crease. We've always been talking about. We've seen the previous game. Israr was playing runner ball, but then Ramesh Shehzad came and he just took the game away. Faisur Rahman playing the sheet anchor role, punishing the bad deliveries, and then Lovepreet Singh Bajwa doing the same thing.
That formula never changes, irrespective of the format. Kept a touch low. So 2 dot balls to conclude. But now they need exactly run a ball, 60 off 60. And it's time for drinks. So change in plans immediately after the drinks break. Udish Suri, left arm wrist spin, coming into the attack to replace Ali Asghar Shams. 60 needed of 60. So if this partnership remains for the next 3-4 overs, Rizwan, I think the game will be settled.
Oh, absolutely. They still have a little bit of batting to come. Basil Asim can bat. We have Zohair Iqbal who can contribute with the bat. They are certainly missing the services of Sagir Afridi, but they can back themselves to win this.
Hard pull, but couldn't find the gap. It was a half tracker loosener from Udish. Yeah, Rahil also will get an opportunity. Esamati Urab can hang around with the bat as well. But certainly frontline options, they feel a little short for Ajman. Oh, this could be a chance. Will be taken. Udish Suri gets it right. And that's a huge blow.
I don't think so that was required from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. They were doing well, holding one end up Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. This was in the slot, just trying to up the ante straight to the hands of the fielder. Zainullah Rahman, it takes a very good catch. And look at that celebration from Udish Suri. Lovepreet will have to depart. Wicket number 4 for Ajman. 30 of 22 for Lovepreet Singh Bajwa.
So Rahil Ali coming in at number 6. Now a lot of inexperience in that Ajman batting lineup, Riz.
They had the template designed and they were working towards it, and I'm not too sure if that was required. He did go aerial but straight to the fielder. Now a new batter coming out to bat, it's not going to be an easy affair for him.
Especially when there's spin on offer. So he'll need to be really switched on. Oh, just got his bat down in time. That was turning in. And if it had been pad first, all 11 Fujairah boys would have gone up for the appeal.
They're looking jubilant. They're fighting it out. One more match for them in this tournament. They want to get a consolation win against Ajman. Giving it all, the boys in orange.
Read the wrong one well. Good punch off the back foot. But all they'll get is a single. So it's a matter of nerves. And if Ajman do lose today, that will give hope to Abu Dhabi that they still have a shout in the tournament.
But I think with the kind of maturity Faisur has shown, I think he will back himself to play till the end. And as you rightly mentioned, Isam can contribute with the bat. Zohair also in the team. As they're not chasing a huge total down, still about 6 runs and over required. Still, I feel they have the game in their hand.
It's certainly going to be interesting over the next 3-4 overs. Short mid wicket, short extra cover in a catching position. Oh, it was the googly, but started way outside leg. A bit ambitious with that one.
Well, I've noticed bowlers today, especially when they're trying those variations, even Umair Ali Khan for the matter of fact, Siam Khan today, they end up bowling those extras, wides. That's one thing they've got to be mindful about.
And now that short mid is cutting that easy single on the onside. Smart field placement. You want to deny them those easy singles. And then the big risk shots come out like that reverse. Did not quite pull it off. But a very good over from Udish Suri. 71 for 4. Ali Asghar Shams. So it's been a change of ends for him. Let's see if he can create that impact. Faizur Rahman holds the key.
Oh, he certainly does. 11 runs given by Ali Asghar Shams so far. And he would want to pick up a wicket. Everything will be dependent on this batter, Faizur. What a shot, what a connection. Will that be taken? Yes, it will be. What a good catch there in the deep. Faizur Rahman will have to depart. This is a big, big wicket for Fujairah.
Well, the difference is the size of the onside boundary. Could not quite clear. Ayan Misbah takes a safe catch. And Ajman are in big, big, big trouble now as the set batter departs. He was looking good, but now it's back to the dugout. 71 for 5. You can sense the tension. Oh no, not anymore. Now the big smiles come out. The son took a great catch. And what a victory this would be. 71 for 5. Now this is Fujairah's game to lose, I dare say. Basil Asim. We know he can bat, but the pressure is on. And Ali Asghar Shams, the change of ends has done the trick.
It's the short selection, but nothing wrong with Faizur. There was a clean connection. It's just that boundary dimensions, obviously quite longer boundary. And in the end, easy catch.
Who would have thought that this game would be a low scoring thriller? It's been a fantastic day of D20 cricket. These 120, 130 scores. On paper, they look straightforward. But when you get out there in the middle, everything seems to be happening. Slip in place for Raheel. I'm sure the adrenaline is pumping. Watchfully played. What an outstanding spell it's been from Ali Asghar.
They had that opportunity to create some turbulence in the points table, and they're doing that. 5 wickets down already.
Oh, just prodding at that one. Well, more than turbulence. Now they've made the final group stage match days very interesting. Dubai will be relieved. They got across the line. Just turned away towards square leg for a single. So you felt they had the game under control. And in 5 minutes time, it's a complete 180-degree turn. 73 for 5. Udish Suri will continue. So far, Raheel is looking calm, composed. But when that run rate reaches 7.5, 8, 8.5, then it'll be interesting.
I still wouldn't say that it is equally poised. I would consider it as in the hands of Fujairah from here on. What a comeback. 2 wickets completely changed the course of the game.
That is the beauty of D20. Anything is possible at any stage. Nicely cut and Zainullah, bit of a fumble, but there's only get a single. He can be a spin bowling option as well.
It depends upon what Karan has plans now. Apart from these two batters, still Isam Matiur up to come. Zohair Iqbal can bat, but Zohair clearly struggles against spin.
It won't be easy. Nicely bowled, targeting the sticks. I would like to see maybe a leg slip for the googly, for Udish Suri, just to be on the back of the minds of the batters. Cut in the air, and that's a wonderful shot from Rahil. Look at the timing on that one.
Using that bounce on offer, he waited for it, and look at that shot from Rahil. He made it look so easy. Yeah, absolutely magnificent. Away from the backward point fielder.
So now that short mid will move to the offside, just to plug that gap. He targeted the shorter boundary and paid off. 48 needed. Uppishly driven, another misfield. Well, Fujairah, you cannot afford that when you're defending a low score.
You've got to be spot on. Every single run will matter in a low scoring encounter. And all of a sudden, with that boundary, the required run rate also still in control.
Oh, bottom edge, gone through the keeper. Oh, it's given as a wide. I thought there might have been some bat involved. Saleh was protesting, but that is 3 more runs gifted.
And just when you thought Fujairah has taken control, 3 extras there. Udish Suri is not happy. The keeper is not happy.
Good delivery to conclude. 83 for 5. They need another 44.
Thirteen gone, 83 for 5. As we anticipated, or I must say, as Ahmed Khwaja anticipated, Zainullah Rahmani has been given the responsibility. Looking at the field, deep square leg, mid wicket, long on, long off, and deep cover outside the 30-yard circle. Played it late, it'll just be a single. Well, Ahmed Khwaja takes a break, and joining me in the com box is Mudassir Ali. What do you make of this now? 43 required of 37 deliveries. Sorry, 41 deliveries.
50-50 as of now, because the last over they have got those runs, and that made them to make a comeback. And quite interestingly, Rizwan, pretty surprised by the action of Zainullah. He used to be wrist spinner, the left arm wrist spinner, now bowling as a left arm orthodox.
Yeah, very well spotted there. But I tell you what, Mudassir, it's all about how you channel yourself. Mind games, it's the belief that you need to have. Even couple of dot deliveries would not hurt. They have the tendency, they've got the ability to pick up boundaries at regular intervals, but I think we're going to go, this match is going to go down till the wire.
It's a rare commodity to find the left arm wrist spinners on the back foot. He is keeping busy the fielders in the deep. Raheel growing in confidence. When you had a good day in the field, to quite a few good catches, and we can see that confidence in his batting as well now.
Just don't get succumbed under pressure. You've got that ability. You've won matches for your team in earlier on, especially in the UAE domestic tournaments. So as a batter, you don't need to get bogged down under pressure. Still quite reachable the required run rate. 6 runs and over. Good batting. Finding the gaps and picking those singles and doubles at ease.
I'm not sure why he opted to become a left arm orthodox. It's a good skill to be a wrist spinner. So much of demand. But runs what matters for Ajman as of now. 2 back-to-back good overs for Ajman. It's 91 for the loss of 5, 14 gone. Gone for a few runs in his previous over, but he will continue. With ease they are getting those runs. Till the end they need to make sure to convert those singles into doubles. No need to go for those glory shots. Still it's a runner ball.
Remember, they were at 81 for 4 after the end of 14 overs. Well, wayward throw resulting in extra run. They've got to be careful about this. So if you do that comparison, Team Ajman are still way ahead in the run chase. It's just that they've lost that extra wicket, and I think they should pack themselves from here on to win this contest.
Solid defense. Played with soft hands. Ryan standing very close at that point position, trying to save those singles.
Wayward delivery. We've seen that with Udish Suri. Easy pickings for Raheel. They get that boundary and that will ease a lot of pressure.
Nowhere near the stumps. Have been easily called wide, but he opted to go for that shot and connected well and kept it away from the reach of a fielder at fine leg. So he's leaking runs. He's in pain. He had treatment. The last over, not able to grip the ball properly. So 7 so far. Full toss. I like the temperament and the composure, the way he's getting runs, Raheel.
Cool as cucumber, just taking his time. And Basil as well on the other hand, keeping him company.
Cut hard. So 8. The third over of Suri, 15 gone. 99 on board, 5 wickets down. Zainullah Rahmani bowling his second. Rock solid on the back foot, these two batters. With ease, they're picking those spots, those big spots, finding those gaps at will. And 100 comes up for Ajman.
Just to add to what you mentioned, we've seen batters earlier on, especially Team Abu Dhabi, struggling alongside Dubai as well against spin. But these young batters have shown that, well, just when we were speaking about the composure of these batters, Basel gets caught out in covers.
Bowling as per the field. No protection, fine leg. They have a plenty of coverage towards that offside. Played away from the body and good catch taken by the fielder. So the partnership comes to an end. A much needed breakthrough has been provided. Yug Sharma was the fielder. So 100 for the loss of 5. When just we thought they're cruising well, out of nowhere a wicket went down. Zainullah Rahmani bowling as per the field. In comes Isamatul Rab. In the air, off the mark. But now that extra responsibility is on the shoulders of young Raheel. Can he get those remaining 26 runs for Ajman is a big question.
We just don't bother looking at the scorecard. Just play naturally. He's been out there for some time. Play along the carpet. Play down the ground. The moment you look at scoreboard, that extra bit of pressure gets created. Well, still 6 runs and over, straightforward. You don't need to do anything silly from here on.
I completely agree with you. Just focus on one delivery at a time. So this is what the wicket does. Wicket went down and all of a sudden we can see that dot deliveries that comes into picture. Back to back dot deliveries here.
I would have expected Zohair Iqbal to come at this time. Instead, they opted to go with Isamatul Rab. Another dot delivery to close out the over. 16 gone, 101 for 6, 26 required of 24.
The world is watching these young cricketers under tremendous pressure. They're displaying great skills with the ball, with the bat, outstanding in the field. He's in pain. He got a cut. One of the fingers on the left hand that is so painful for Suri, but still bowling for his team. He knows the importance of his overs. But at the other hand, we have someone like Raheel. We haven't seen much of Raheel with the bat, but so far, till now, very impressive.
He's got to be the chief architect if they have to chase this score down. And good from Isam Matthew Rabb as well, ensuring they're picking up those singles. Another quick one from Raheel.
A win will do wonders for not only Ajman but an individual note for Raheel. And these are the moments which will help you to grow in your careers. At this age, it's all about the learning, and especially the temperament to keep yourself calm. A quicker delivery. So back-to-back dot delivery is not helping the cause of Ajman. Is this Matthew Rabb?
Just wondering who would Karan opt for the next couple of overs. Seriously in pain there, Udish Suri. Would he go for the seam option? We remember Siam Khan went for 15 runs of the final over. Or would he back his spinners?
They are coming back for that second. The slide. Did he got his man? Not a proper collection. Not needed. He took that risk to go for that extra run, Raheel.
This is a big moment in the game. Very good throw. Well, I think he's dropped the ball there. Lucky for Raheel, but they will definitely check to get a conclusive evidence.
You can see he clearly not in control, not a proper collection. The bails came out, but no contact with the ball. They need some luck here, Ajman.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Raheel sounds confident. And there you are. I think that's not out.
So no celebrations. What it means, Rahil's stay will continue. So 2 crucial runs added to the total. 105 on board, still 22 needed. Played very late but not able to find the gap. What a spell. A tight over. Suri finishes with 26 runs and a wicket to his name. 17 gone, still 22 needed for Ajman to seal a couple of points.
So the skipper has rolled the dice and has given it to his speedster Naseem Khan, who's picked up 2 wickets, given just 9 runs, and is up against another quality batter, Raheel. Can he make the difference? Looking at the field, they've got short third. You've got to be watchful for those streaky outside edges. Backward point, covers, extra cover, long on, long off, and deep mid wicket outside the 30-yard circle.
So 22 needed in the last 3. Driven nicely. He looks to be in control, not at all in a hurry. Raheel. Now the job for Isam is to rotate the strike. He played 2-minute dot deliveries. Don't go for that expensive drives. Tap and run. Plenty of vacant area available.
We all are excited. We are in for a cracker of a game. We've had one close one in the previous game when Abu Dhabi played against Dubai. Dubai winning in the final over 19.4 overs it took to chase them down. Isam will be facing the tunes of Naseem.
Poor, ordinary stuff. With each and every dot delivery, he's not only making life difficult for himself, but also he's putting that extra pressure on Rahil. And good to see the youngster Rahil having a piece of advice straight away, walking up to Isam Mathew Rab. Keep an eye on the difference. Now 16 balls, 21. Now this is where the pressure will mount on these two boys. Full toss, inside edge, chased by Maruf Merchant. Couple of runs on offer for Isam Mathew Rab and for Ajman.
Two crucial runs for team Ajman. Missing his length on that occasion, Naseem Khan. Looking for that Yorker, ended up providing a full toss where he could have headed anywhere. Just a couple of runs, still evenly poised, I must say, with 4 wickets in hand.
Even if they don't get a boundary in the next 3, they need to make sure to add at least another 4. Last 2 overs 15, yes, gettable. Thick outside edge, goes past that short third, trying to be innovative. That shuffle, early shuffle, change in plan by the bowler, a bit fuller. Lucky runs for Isam and more runs for Ajman.
Streaky, but Ajman will take it. I was wondering why that was not taken. Deep third, short third in place, especially when you're up against a quality bowling of Naseem. You tend to have those outside edges, and finally Isam gets one on a boundary, and immediately you can see the change in feel. Short third drops back.
Very innovative, completely disturbed the line and length of Naseem Khan. Will he go big? Yet again he's trying that shot. Poor effort coming from the fielder. So the strike has been rotated. Now it's Rahil who will be back on strike, but Isam, he did a pretty good job. Last 4 deliveries he faced, he got 7 runs for his side.
Well, he's covered that deficit really well. That boundary has helped him a lot.
The final delivery of this over. He connects, he goes big. Is it a proper connection? I don't think so. And the young Ali Asgar makes no mistake. Just lost his shape. They have got those runs, but Naseem Khan, he strikes for Fujairah.
What a catch. Under pressure, high up in the air. Was calm, composed. And look at that catch from Ali Asgar Shams. That was a brilliant one. And Rahil, the man who was in form, will have to walk back. 22 of 24 for him. Ajman lose their 7th wicket.
He did all the hard work. He spent that time. Came into bat Rahil in a difficult situation. He bailed them out from that situation, but the last 14 were needed. Brain fade movement. Not needed when Isam got a boundary, got those runs. You have already got 9. Last 13 balls, 14, trying to go for that big shot. And in the process, Rahil lost his wicket, and it's a big blow for Ajman. And Zainullah has been trusted. The captain putting that faith in Zainullah to bowl that penultimate over. A wild swing, nowhere near the ball. Loud appeal, and the finger goes up. What a take by the wicket keeper. So back-to-back wickets. The one, the final ball of the previous over. Now the one, the start of this over.
Well, trying for a big heave. Inquiry from the keeper, and the finger has been raised. Caught behind by Saleh. Isam will have to depart. 2 wickets on the trot. 11 of 11 for Isam. Ajman lose another one.
Kind of a runner ball situation, but all of a sudden they're losing the control, the grip. Ajman, 2 poor shot selection from 2 batters who are looking good. Now 2 new batters, it's Owais and Muzammil Qasim, not much known for their batting skills. It's kind of a young derby between these two sides, Ajman versus Fujairah. Now 11 balls of 14 needed. A brave, bold move to continue with Zainullah.
Yeah, Karan opting to go with Zainullah, and he's certainly delivered. Can he make sure he keeps a lid on the scoring in this over? Wicket of the first delivery. Awais Ali Shah, the new batter, out in the centre. The left-hander. Well, that's been hit towards the onside. It'll just be a single. Talking about Muzammil, yet to face a delivery, but we know he does bat, especially towards the lower middle order in the Tier 2 and Tier 3 division. So he will certainly back himself in chasing this down.
All they need to do is just play with soft hands, take those singles. In the process, the bowler, he'll give you some chance to go after him. Thick outside edge, and another one goes down. Wickets tumbling down. Poor shot selection. Ordinary piece of cricket on display in the last few overs by Ajman. The pendulum clearly shifting in favour of the bowling side.
Wickets providing that momentum. Easy catch. Yet again Ali Asghar Shams in the limelight. Well, at one time it was completely Ajman who were looking absolutely dangerous. They've completely made a meal of it. Another one goes down. 114 for 9.
The last man walks. Nothing much expectations from this last man, Zohair Iqbal, but lots of expectation from Zainullah. Turn, couple of wickets, just a single. 8 balls now, 13 needed.
They've played a lot of cricket, Zohair and Awais. Can they get their team over the line? There was no real conviction from Zohair Iqbal. Now the pressure is mounting up. Either you go for it, or I don't know what is the next solution for Team Ajman.
Connection in the air, fielder settles, and that's the end of Ajman. And young Suri, he takes the catch. And couple of points for Fujairah. They were desperately looking for this win. And Ajman, from a strong position, they have lost the control and they will bundle out in the 19th over.
Well, the intention was right. He caught the height but not the distance. And Udish Suri, remember his fingers were injured, but he made sure he was there for the team and he took a wonderful catch. And in the end, Fujairah getting those 2 points from this game against Ajman. Well, again, you feel sorry for Ajman. At one point of time, 60 was required in the last 10 overs. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa and Faisur Rahman were batting, looking absolutely strong. And from there, they lost those wickets at regular intervals.
If you look at the last 6 wickets, including the wicket of Lovepreet or even in the case of Faisur Rahman, they gave away their wickets. They were in control, just trying to go for those glory big shots. The likes of Rahil, he batted so beautifully. I'm disappointed the way he gave away his wicket. From almost he was controlling the proceedings out there in the middle, but it was the young guns. What a comeback. They had that belief in themselves. Yes, we can do this. And they have got a win to their name. A much needed win. Thanks to the head coach Adnan, working really hard with these boys, grooming them, shaping them, and Fujairah winning this game by a margin of 12 runs.
Well, first 3 batters just couldn't contribute, but when Lovepreet Singh, Bajwa and Faisur Rahman were batting, we were confident that they will get over the line. And Rahil provided that much needed support alongside Basil Asim, and ever since the departure of Faisur and Lovepreet, they looked a bit shady, and then it was Rahil who took the control. He holded one end up completely. Basil contributing 7 of 9, but in the end, Isam Mathurab and Basil Asim getting caught out in the middle. 6 extras in the tally, and they managed to score 114.
What a comeback we have witnessed on day 13. First it was the Dubai out of nowhere. They chased down the target in the last over. But now Fujairah, they defended 124 in style. Yuk Sharma, a bit expensive, but he bowled in the power play, but got also a wicket to his name. Naseem Khan, he was an impactful player for me in this game. 3 wickets going for just 17, and Zainul Rahmani was introduced late into the attack, and he made the huge difference with the ball. 3 overs going for just 11 and 4 wickets to his name. And for sure, front runner for the player of the match award is Zainul Rahmani. And let's see the highlights. A big time collapse in the last few overs for Ajman. They were not in control in the power play. They have lost 3 quick wickets. First it was Shah Rukh Amin, then Naseem Khan got better of Captain Adnanul Mulk. The run machine, Ansh Tandon, got a boundary against Naseem, but in the process he also lost his wicket. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, he looked confident, promising knock of 30. Played with lot of authority, Lovepreet, and he was joined by Faisur Rahman, another talented right hand batter. They stitched a partnership, and at that stage Ajman, they looked to win this game. No time, boundaries and maximums. It was raining sixes until this happened. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa trying to go big. He was taken by Zainul Rahmani, then followed by Faisur Rahman. Poor shot selection. They were just looking for those maximums when the run rate was somewhere around 6 and 7 runs per over. Then a little partnership. Rahil and Basil tried to do that repair work. Few boundaries came in, but this was completely brain fade movement by Rahil that gave an opportunity for the boys in orange to make a comeback, and they made a good comeback, taking remaining wickets. And Ajman, in the process, they were bundled out without playing all the 20 overs. A comeback victory for Fujairah, and let's see how this match panned out. Batting first, Fujairah were in trouble, but Ayan Misbah batted beautifully on this tough track, turning track in fact. Run a ball 39-20 for Udit Suri. Saleh also got 17. Matthew Rubb yet again among the wickets. So was Ansh Tandon. When the chase started, they had their own problem, but quite a few players performed well for Ajman, but not able to take them beyond that 125. Bajwa 30, Faisur also managing 30. Quick 22 I would say by Rahil. Zainul Rahmani clearly the match winner for Fujairah. 4 wickets to his name and 3 wickets for Suri. So what an interesting game we have witnessed here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Another action-packed game, and we'll dive into short break. Once we are back, over to you Ahmed Khawaja for the post-match presentation.
Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 26 of the Emirates D20 2025. It was a low-scoring affair where Fujairah, batting first, posted a score of 126 and they managed to defend it, taking all 10 wickets against Ajman and won by 12 runs. It's time to present the player of the match medallion. It will be awarded by our match official, Mr. Sunij, and it goes to Zainullah Rahmani for a spell of 3 for 11 in 4 overs, completely changing the game as Fujairah, a very young Fujairah side, pulled off a stunning victory. ज़ैनुल्लाह बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो. किस स्टेज पे मैच के आपको लग रहा था कि हम लोग इन लोगों को पकड़ सकते हैं?
जी विकेट काफ़ी मुश्किल थी, बहुत स्पिनर को ज़्यादा सपोर्ट मिल रहा था, तो हमें यकीन था कि हम कर सकते हैं और हमारे पास अच्छे स्पिनर थे, तो हमें कॉन्फिडेंस था कि हम जीत सकते हैं.
यूजुअली मैंने देखा कि आप लेफ्ट आर्म रिस्ट स्पिन डालते हो. इस टूर्नामेंट में आप लेफ्ट आर्म ऑर्थोडॉक्स काफ़ी ज़्यादा आपने इस्तेमाल किए. इसके पीछे क्या सोच है?
जी मेरा लेफ्ट आर्म ऑर्थोडॉक्स काफ़ी अच्छा था, तो मैंने उस पर काम किया और मैंने सोचा कि इस टूर्नामेंट में अप्लाई कर देता हूँ.
और बहुत ज़बरदस्त अप्लाई किया. ये अवार्ड आप किसको डेडिकेट करना चाहोगे?
ये अवार्ड मैं अपने फादर को डेडिकेट करना चाहूँगा.
बहुत ही आउटस्टैंडिंग परफॉर्मेंस. अब फुजैरा के सेमीफाइनल चांस भी अब जिंदा हो गए. बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर द टूर्नामेंट.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू.
Well, that's all from the post-match presentation for now. Tomorrow, yet more D20 action beginning at 5:30 p.m. UAE time. Till then, take care, God bless, and good night.